before I let Patrick take it away, in the doobly-doo down below, please check out our Extra Life link, as well as the Heroes Wanted collective of shows. But without further ado, take it away, Patrick.
Thank you, Stephanie. Welcome, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master running this group through a variety of situations and finding out how they behave. Joining me are...
Hello, everyone. I'm Lorne, playing Dr. Badmay Eisen, Tiefling Artificer Extraordinaire.
Hello, everyone. My name's Chris. I'll be playing Maximilian T. Justice, Dragonborn, Oath of Glory Paladin, and blood for the blood ooze. That's it.
Hi, I'm Ian. I'll be playing Seymour Sunkiss, the Warlock Newspaper Man, and tonight's top story, we have your Drift Globe soccer updates.
Hi everyone, I'm Tara. I should be playing Chirrup, the Kenku Bard of the College of Whispers.
I'm Stephanie, and I'm playing Molly Goldman, Socialist Cleric and Defender of the Proletariat.
I am Brendan, and I'll be playing Julius, the Abjuration Wizard.
And the party has been chasing a dragonborn sorcerer named Jarala across the Dale as she has been attempting to collect some sort of draconic artifact. This has brought them to a long-forgotten temple, and you were teleported here by a mildly unhelpful wizard who did get you here unscathed, where you had a tougher fight than you would have expected from some kobolds above ground, and have now gone into this ancient temple. You are in a massive room, 70 feet long, about 35 to 40 feet wide, beautiful carved rock, but it is old, it is dusty. There are three massive pillars down the center of the room, each pillar expertly carved to resemble something draconic. The first one appears to be a massive dragon with 7 golden birds flying around it. The middle one appears to be a 5-headed chromatic dragon, and the third one is a massive red ruby dragon that Julius recognized as Sardior. You were attacked by some sort of odd blood ooze in here, and there are the bodies of dead kobolds scattered across the floor. There are 3 doors leading from this room. There is one to the west, one to the east, and then a pair of red stone doors at the far north of the room. There are, faded mosaics on the ceilings and walls here, all depicting colorful dragons in flight. But there are knotty roots that have poked through the tilework in various places, which sort of spoil the effect. What do you do?
How naughty.
Naughty roots.
I'm gonna.
I understood what he meant.
You made the same joke last week.
I completely forget that I made that joke.
How dare you?
I'm checking for traps on the door.
Now, also, because I have eyeballs in my head, I've noticed a couple of other features in this room. I'm guessing that these are braziers here.
They are unlit braziers. Okay. Chirrup, you scan across the door. They are wooden, fairly old, banded with sort of metal. You can actually see there's a couple of sort of knots and cracks in it. No traps.
I push gently on the door to see if it's until it gives resistance to see if it's locked or not.
Doesn't appear to be locked.
Okay.
Actually, sorry. Before we continue, anything else?
Oh yeah, no.
It is elephant in the room time. There are 4 tables in this room, and/or altars,
and 3 doors.
There are in fact 4 tables. Yes.
There are 4 tables. There appears to be an a large dragonborn skull on one, a mostly rotted staff on another, a cracked human skull, and then some old, rusted, and faded weaponry.
Is that the Dragonborn there? Or is that, what's this guy?
That's the dragonborn on the table.
Oh, okay.
The one
So there's 5
in
tables.
no, there's only
That's
this
not
one
a
is
table.
not a table. It's just on the ground. It appears to be a large dragonoid skull of some kind, but hard to tell exactly which kind at this point without a nature check.
Does it look bigger than Maximilian?
The one on the table or the one on the floor? The
One
one on
on
the
the
floor definitely bigger than Maximilian.
What about the one on the table?
About the same size.
Can I look at the one on the table?
Sure.
I'll listen at this door to make sure nothing's coming up. Sorry, where's my character sheet? There we go.
Is there a way to determine if this is Dragonborn or if this is potentially like a half dragon or something?
Yeah, give me a nature check. You hear nothing from down that long, far hallway, Seymour?
I hear my stomach grumbling.
Yeah.
That's a 24, Patrick.
Dragonborn. And ancient and old, but and as you even sort of look at the table, you can see there is a sort of faint sort of inscription on it that praises the dragonkin and children of the dragon, blood of the future.
Is this familiar in any way to me? This like praise or anything like that? Or any of the words they choose?
They are fairly common draconic beliefs of the Dragonborn. So yeah, nothing too strange. That door also is unlocked. As you sort of push it, one of the panels actually kind of rots away and falls.
Damn it.
But it mostly splinters to powder. There's not much left to this door.
I'm not intending to go through any of them. I just want to see, like, are they unlocked? If they're locked and there's some kind of puzzle we need to sort out, but not for these two at least. Okay.
Nope.
And this swordy thing over here, is it all rusted or is that the naughty roots?
That is an old, rusted out sword. Yes.
You said there was an inscription on the lower right table. What about the one with the human skull?
The human skull. There is also a nameplate on it, and written in Draconic as you clean it off. You can see that it has the name Skovac and Dragon Speaker. Old stone table. You don't, no inscriptions or anything here, but just a pair of old sort of rusted weapons.
How is my ritual going?
Unaffected. Another couple of minutes, it'll go off.
All right.
Does anybody here know the name Skovac?
Is this like a history check?
Let me see.
I'm getting higher every roll.
Yeah, you're rolling real bad, Ian.
Yeah.
Yes, but how's Seymour doing?
All right, I'll
Even
guidance
worse.
myself and roll a history. Holy crap, 20. Oh, wait. Hold on. 23.
23. Molly, you remember in the books that were found in the Oakentoe Library that The Circle of the Scale, their leader was named Skovac, and he was known as the Dragon Speaker. Had the supposed ability to call dragons.
All right, so he could call dragons, and he was in charge of Order of the Scale, right?
Circle of the Scale.
Ancient druids. Okay, let's
Who
see.
maintain this area?
Is there an inscription on the weapons?
Nope.
How about the staff?
Nope. No inscription on that either.
Um,
Your detect magic comes into play, Badme.
I scan the room, ignoring the drift globe.
Yeah, none of these items are anything other than antique, mundane items.
okay.
None of it is magical,
All
but
right.
we need to pick a pathway, I believe.
Okay.
yeah.
Does anybody
With the drift globe, and I will say moving around, I would say that the eye sockets of each of the dragon heads and the pillars all sort of glint and gleam, as there appear to be semi-precious gemstones in their eyes.
That might be something to check out on the way out.
Yes, very cautiously. It will probably be trapped, probably with some form of elemental damage.
Yes.
Well, before we do that, as Bad Bay's taking the time to do the tech magic, I'll do a quick sketch of each pillar in my notebook.
Should we be tracking Jarella right now? I am not a tracker, but I'm going to suggest that.
Does this look like it's been disturbed beyond the kobolds?
The
Give
door
me a
that-
survival check.
The door that Cherub just
Guidance.
opened fell apart, so they probably didn't go that way.
That was the door on the right, wasn't it?
Left.
Door on the
Yeah, that
left.
Door on the left.
This door.
Yeah, door on the right wasn't great, but still held up. There are, a lot of footprints and a lot of dust and dirt, and I mean the ooze has wiped away a lot of them, but all of the footprints seem to be heading towards the door that Churup is next to. Listening at the door, or are you checking for traps?
I was originally checking for traps, yes, but then listening, because considering I'm suspecting at this point, since the one door kind of shattered and nothing activated on the other door, I'm assuming this is it. So I would listen after the fact, but
All
I'm more
right.
just checking for traps right now.
Yeah, no sign of traps. I will say, with your natural skills, you can tell this door has clearly been disturbed recently because there is sort of dust and spilled dirt, and this skull in front of it was not there originally, but you hear nothing on the other side of the door as you listen at it.
Okay, I will. I don't want to risk making any actual noise, but I'll just kind of like motion for anyone who happens to look in my direction to come over and check it out, have a listen.
That's not me.
I guess I will.
I smash.
Max smash.
You hear the sound of muffled voices, Badme.
So, okay. Muffled, does it sound like they are intentionally muffling their voices, or does it seem more like it's just because of the door or any a space between us that's actually causing the problem? Like, does it sound like really light tones that I'm just barely picking up, or does it sound like other objects are interfering in the transmission of the sound waves?
You're not sure. Give me an insight check.
With that insight check, can I also determine approximately how many individuals might be there?
Yeah.
That's a 3 on the die.
Oof. The rolls from last week have continued. Yeah, you hear at least 2 voices, but you are just not sure.
So
You would assume from the fighting that anyone in that room would have heard you and known you are here, though.
okay, so I quickly say there are 2 people behind the door. They are talking. Maybe we should let Max smash. Backing up a little more.
How good is this cover before we open the door?
And
It's
Max,
big.
as you step towards these doors, you can see it is framed by a detailed stone carving of Tiamat, but the paint has faded with time.
Okay. So I am very dragony. If there's any like dragon-based lock on this thing, hopefully I'll be able to open the door. But also, I am keeping my shield in front of me as I very slowly push the door open a crack and take a peek.
The door does not open.
Okay.
It has clearly been barred, and as you push on the door, you just hear a voice in Draconic say, "Leave while you can."
God, why am I doing this? New recruit, let me in.
Give me a deception check.
Okay.
You've got charisma.
17. I'm going to have to atone for that later.
You do not fool me. You are no part of this. Leave.
But we want to come in. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
Our deaths. Leave now. This is not over yet. I have not completed what I need to do.
All right.
Sure.
But we'll be back. So you just sit tight and I'll step back and I'll just go real ornery that one. Sorry,
Chirp
chirp.
will, no, it's okay. He's just gonna chitter to kind of get your attention and then quietly mimic the sound of a shatter spell and point at the door.
I look around, mouthing objections.
I respond by just taking a couple more steps back.
Right, yeah, okay, back up.
What material is the door made out of? Does it look like wood? Or is it look like something that might be able to stand up to shatter?
Give me an investigation check. It's hard to tell hiding behind that pillar.
I
mean-
will actually, that's a good point. If Julius brings it up, I will come up and give him a hand.
Is that investigation?
Yep.
Because I think I would know what my spell would be able to go through depending on the material.
Yeah, it is clearly wooden, but this one appears more rugged, and you know it is being barred. So a decent shatter spell might do something.
Is there any potentially weak with that 17? Do I see any maybe weak spots I could point out to Chirrup?
You can see weak spots, but it's not the doors you have to worry about. It's you know that they're barred from the inside.
Well,
so that's what you would be more focusing on. You think the doors probably couldn't take too much. So if you place the spell correctly, it would probably be enough to break through.
Secondary question.
If it's
Do
just
these doors open in or out?
They open inwards.
So away from us?
They're
Yes.
just wood doors. Can't Max just use his choppy thing there to cut through it?
There might be bars on the other side, but also, yeah, if we start hacking our way through the door, it's going to be several minutes, and they're gonna know, and they're gonna come in force.
I was really hoping to be able to literally just trap them inside, just cask of Amontillado them with the immovable rod.
Yeah, maybe we can find a way around.
Oh, maybe thunder. That's true. We haven't actually opened the other doors yet.
Why don't we use the immovable rod to just bar it from this side?
Because it opens the other way.
Yeah. So let's try finding a way around.
I do not think the shatter is a bad idea.
Let's keep that one in our back pocket.
I also have
I
thunder wave, which
wear
is probably better
robes.
for this to like push it open.
I wear robes. I do not have pockets, Maximilian T. Justice.
Well, someone probably has a back pocket.
Chirrup just kind of like nonchalantly walks away, hands in his pockets.
See, there you go. All right, let's try the let's try the breaky door. See what happens.
Wait, why is the squishy Birdman in front? I'm backing up.
That's a good question. This is the door, right?
Yes.
Yep. And looking down through the small hole in the door, you can see there is a long, narrow hallway. There is what appears to be a slightly sputtering, clearly magical torch in one of the sconces. And at the far end appears to be a kitchen of some sort. The hallway you are looking down is about 10 feet wide. You see doors to the left and the right off of either side. And then, a good 60 or 70 feet down, what appears to be the remains of a table and food. And every once in a while, I will say, you see just a spectral figure at the far end of the room cross.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Like that ghosty looking figure at the end. Is that ghosty looking figure at the end there?
They are.
Is he illusionary or is he regular? Considering I have detect magic up.
He is way, way out of your detect magic range.
I can see him.
As you are, Max is looking through a small crack in the door, so he is the one who is seeing any of this. And
All
Max,
right,
I will say, as you are watching, they appear to just be going through like they're making food and carrying items across the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my my ability to see undead, and I can't find it on my character sheet.
Divine sense.
There, divine smite, divine health. Where the hell?
Divine sense.
You have a number of uses equal to your charisma modifier.
I was mostly interested in the range.
I think it's 60 feet.
That's what I wanted to know. Motherfucker, I can't find it. Okay, I'll deal with that later.
Should be under your features and traits, but I don't see it there.
It should be.
Either way, you are well within range.
Okay. All right. I will. I will hold up a finger and just kind of look extremely intently. Are these ghosts?
They are. They immediately ping as undead.
They're ghosts.
You also pick up some undead from the other side of the room as well, beyond the other doors to your right.
Right. All right.
As they are not completely solid, so they don't have complete cover.
You mean they don't have a millimeter thick layer of lead behind them?
Correct.
All right. All right. I look and I go, ghost to the left of me, ghost to the right, and here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Yes, that's how things being on the left and right works.
Maybe they're not
Chirrup
ghosts.
shakes his head.
Maybe it's just Old Man Jenkins in a mask.
No, I know Old Man Jenkins. That guy has all sorts of scams.
Oh, and the owl familiar pings as undead as well to you.
Julius, will you put that thing away?
I mean, technically speaking, we don't know. One of them could be Jenkins and could be wearing a mask. I'm just saying.
I don't know. This doesn't seem like Old Man Jenkins. last time I had to deal with that guy, a bunch of teenagers with a were-dog in a cart came by, and we had some groovy mystery adventures. But no, this is different.
Oh, I remember them. They had a knoll named Scrappy Doo.
Yes, that's it. All right. Anyways, now we want to see if we can find a way around that door. We're gonna have to pick our poison here, and we're gonna have to choose between two haboobs.
I'm seeing double here. 4 haboobs.
Or haboobs. All right.
No, Roll20 is doing a really weird thing. When I drag your tokens up, it doesn't update your current hit points to the right unless I open the character sheet and then drag them back out again.
I've had that problem with my game for the last few months. It works
Yeah.
if you copy it from a different page and it has the correct total.
Yep. So yes, Haboob, you are in an ancient draconic temple. Maximilian has just detected there are undead through the left and right-hand doors. The left-hand doors lead down a long hallway to a kitchen where there are ghosts present. Behind the northernmost door is the quarry that you have been chasing here, who told you to leave, and so you are exploring other ways to potentially reach them.
The plan right now, Haboob. Well, I mean, it might change because you're here. We were gonna have Haboob run straight through full speed to see how many ghosts there were.
Do we not have an invisible familiar who could do the same thing?
I
Uh,
need an hour.
I mean, Haboob could do it, considering I'm kind of quick on my feet. So, pause. Sorry.
Send your gross owl. It's undead.
It is not invisible, though.
Right, but it's undead, which means that they'll get
I
along
mean-
just fine.
Molly and I could go for a short rest. The ghosts aren't coming after us. Shut the door. I'll take a short rest and resummon Index.
We
Oh,
don't have
and-
that. Yeah, we don't have that.
You need
kind
2 hours, don't you? Because you don't have any spell slots left.
For
Yeah.
what?
Find familiar.
Also, we don't have that kind of time because Jarala is just to the north of that door, and he's doing
One
whatever
spell
horrible
slot.
ritual he's doing.
We are more than capable of dealing with a few ghosts.
All right, so I will crack my fingers. Roll my head to loosen out the.
Steph says she can keep them away with her channel divinity or something.
Excellent.
Yes, she can turn undead.
I'll open the door.
Door opens easily enough, almost falling off of its hinges. Again, with this magical torch in the hallway, you can see almost all the way down it. It's lined with regularly spaced doors of semi-rotted wood, and of the double doors at the end, one of them is completely rotted free from its hinges.
All right. Good news. I've restored divine sense to my character sheet.
Huzzah!
And in the light, you can see there are, a couple of wet patches. There are some stone shelves carved into the walls here that appear to have sort of tidily arranged little sort of baubles and things on them. You don't see any footprints or disturbance in the floor here in front of you.
Right. Think that might be a good sign if we're trying to find a way around. Okay, so I will use the ruler tool instead of what I was actually trying to do. And I'm going to step in 10 feet.
All right. So you can see there are old, unburned torches on the wall here. But yeah, again, all of these sort of old, rotting doors line this hallway.
Okay, I will step forward 5 more feet. And I will listen at this door. 15.
Pure silence.
All right, I will slowly open the door while peeking around the corner.
You see there's an old bit of furniture that looks like it was a bed, looks like there might have been what was a rotted chair, and a faded kind of embroidered robe hanging on a peg.
Okay. I will reach inside, grab the robe.
And it crumbles to dust in your hands, basically.
Never mind. I will back away. Okay, I'm not going to disguise myself as a Claw of Tiamat.
There are 9 other doors, all of which you would expect are probably living quarters, so you may be able to find things that are not all ruined as well if you wanted to keep checking.
Okay.
The one across the hall, same style room. Again, on a peg, though this robe appears to be in better condition. You can see that at one point this must have been a beautifully sewn garment incorporating a variety of colors, more than just the 5 you would expect for Tiamat.
Interesting.
That torch was lit when we opened the door?
Yes.
And is it making smoke, or is it seem to be burning without smoke?
Without smoke, it is clearly magical, even though it is kind of guttering and sputtering out every now and then.
All right.
Okay, I will lean in, reach inside, grab a robe, and lean back out.
Yeah, easily enough. The robe has surprising weight in your hands. You can see that there are sort of sewn into it what appear to be small sort of metal discs which make it hang beautifully straight when worn.
Ooh, very good. Okay, well, I find myself 20 feet down the hallway. Let's go for broke. Move forward. I'm guessing that these are more doors.
Yes, there's a dozen of these wooden doors all down the hall.
Okay. Not sure if I want to open every door, but I did see a ghostly figure sort of zip across this way, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you can see one is still sort of standing at the main table, sort of cooktop in the kitchen.
I want to just be up there so I can help Max if we need to. But we're going to move up into this first. Which door did he open here in these rooms?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, the door is here. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to just take cover around the corner.
All right.
Is the ghost, the kitchen ghost, wearing a robe?
Yes.
Okay. I will... can I get this robe over my armor?
It doesn't, close fully around you. It was clearly made for someone of smaller stature, but you can drape it over yourself like a James Brown cape.
All right.
I mean, is he physically capable of putting a robe over his head?
No, not with those bulky arms.
Okay.
It's really awkward.
Seymour will help him. Hold up your arms. Hold them up, 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 up.
All right, Maceo.
Now, your inseam's atrocious, but we'll work on that. There's none at all.
Don't get no James Brown references. Okay, I'm going to creep forward.
All right.
Creep forward again.
Was there another robe like that in here, or was that the first one we found?
That's the first intact one I found.
And as you step through and sort of over that little puddle,
There's a puddle?
Yep.
I didn't even notice.
Right there. But it's not so much of a puddle as you walk across. A pseudopod lashes up towards you, and it's time to roll initiative.
Son of a bitch.
Was there some sort of representation of it on the map? Because it literally
Sure was.
Was there?
Yeah, there's no change to it.
Unless it's this.
Unless it's just a slightly grayer. Oh,
Son
yeah,
of a
no, that
bitch.
looks like a crack on the floor.
Yeah.
That was impossible to see.
Yeah.
You were told there were puddles on the
Puddles,
floor.
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. You'll
To
see
be
it
fair,
now.
like why would you think like, oh, here's a puddle? Let me just assume it's a slime. So like.
Well,
you
now
wouldn't-
everything's a slime in this dungeon.
there you go.
You're putting arrows into all of the doors.
Slimes or mimics?
Seymour, I feel like you might have been a slime in a previous life.
I mean, I get
He's a
close,
slime in
but-
this life compared, if you ask some people, newspaper man and all.
Yeah, I mean, truth teller.
All right.
He'll be
Hey.
reincarnated as a slime.
Yeah.
Fake
So
news.
you are all surprised by this, as Seymour, you were in a different room and couldn't see a thing.
Yep, I was listening. I was taking cover, but yeah.
That is a non-natural 20 to hit for 3 bludgeoning and 7 acid damage.
That's 10 points of damage. Okay.
And the acid starts sizzling onto your armor. It takes a -1 to its to your armor class, please.
All right. How do I do this properly?
But it hits the robe first.
Yeah, I'm
Can we
wearing a
get the robe off?
The robe didn't hit all the way to the floor, and he stepped in it. Nice try. But that takes us to, as everyone else is surprised, top of the round to Julius.
So I
You
need
see,
Yeah.
you see this ooze start to lash and circle its way up Maximilian.
So my only spell that works is Firebolt. So I'm going to throw a Firebolt at the ooze.
I didn't see that at all. There it
Hey,
is.
there's an attack roll.
That is a 24 to hit for 4 fire, and it hits the ooze and just kind of sputters out, so it does not do as much damage as you would like,
Why is everything resistant to fire?
because they're oozes. Any movement, any bonus action, Julius?
I will clear out of the way and I will warn, having seen this armor issue, I will warn people not to use melee weapons on it.
Oh, okay.
It is best if we avoid damaging it with non-magical melee weapons. I assume magic items aren't affected by slimes.
This one, you would think so, yes. Because it takes more than an ooze to damage a magic item. And it slides up next to you again, Max, and lashes out at you. That is a 21 to hit for 5 bludgeoning damage and 7 acid damage, and another -1 to your armor class.
Okay, that's 12 damage. Okay.
And then it is going to...
Looking damaged here. Looking hurt.
Yeah. No, it's just... it is basically climbing up Maximilian at this point.
Ah, get off.
That takes us to Badme.
All right. Bethany is going to cast Ray of Frost.
20 hits. Again, it hits the ooze and spreads across and then just kind of melts away, not doing as much damage as you would have hoped.
But it has less movement speed.
Yep.
And I'm comfortable where I am, far, far away from this thing.
All right. Takes us to Haboob.
Okay, so I'm able to see down here, right?
Yes. Yep. It is lit. And yeah, you can see this gray ooze, like an oily patch sliding up and around Maximilian.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at it. Literally. This, and 18.
18 hits. Wow, for 14 damage. Yeah, there is a splash as this ooze is scattered somewhat by this, and you can see it is having a very hard time reforming around you, Maximilian.
And
Okay,
that's
great.
it for me.
All right, Chirrup. Time for a shatter.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but
My
I
face.
don't trust myself with a crossbow to not critically fail and hit max. So I am going to try and give this guy disadvantage. That one. So
Rolls a 12, so takes 1
yes.
psychic damage.
So yeah, Chirrup will step forward and just he'll call quietly in as like a kookaburra to cast a spell, and then he'll step back around behind Molly. And so at least now, if he should maybe not hit you next time.
All right.
I never assume that.
That takes us to
Crossing fingers.
Seymour.
I will step out and take a shot at it. It's been less than an hour since I cast Hex before, right? I can still move it.
Yes.
All right, so I'll move Hex. Sorry. And ooh, 12.
12 hits, and with that, the force of it hits it, and it just sort of splashes as it explodes. Max, give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
No.
Okay. 11.
You take 2 more acid damage.
Okay.
No damage to your armor, though.
I
Shield
am.
Master.
That gives me my. What does that give me? That gives me an extra.
No, that means you take no damage on a save.
Yeah, that means I'm just proficient in my dex.
But
right?
you take half damage on a failure, so you take 1 acid damage.
Okay.
With that, you are out of combat.
Watch your step, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. I step back real quick to Seymour. I'm like, Seymour, do you have any way of fixing this armor?
No, but I think Badmay had mending.
I'm
I
assuming
still have mending. However, reading the description of the spell, it doesn't technically heal acid damage, only cuts or breaks.
That is true.
do I have to get this thing professionally repaired?
Yeah.
I can do that as well.
Okay, we'll do that when we have time. Does somebody have? Oh, what the hell is that?
I'm just pointing out where other puddles are, but I'm making sure you guys can see them.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you.
see.
Yeah,
I
I'm
will point that out
actually-
to Max. Don't step in that.
Well,
I'm
yeah, because it
actually-
doesn't look like it's actually what it is. So,
All right. Okay. Al can. You know what? I can fix myself here.
Chirp is going to do what he did before with the ball bearings, and he is going to, as they come across, like see puddles of water within like throwing distance, he's going to chuck like 1 or 2 at the puddle to see if it reacts once we get up to them.
Okay, I'm gonna dump 10 points of lay on hands into myself. Save the other 10.
all right.
Okay. Oh, by the way, this ever burning torch here, can I take it with me?
Yeah.
All right. Both my hands are full, so we'll deal with that later.
I can do this, and I will get rid of the acrid smell on his armor.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
So this is a puddle of water, and this is a puddle of water, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll follow behind Max, and then when I get close enough, I'll chuck a ball bearing at them.
I'll check.
And
these,
both of them sizzle as the ball bearing hits it and wrap around it.
Okay.
And it just kind of fades away.
Can I open this door to the north just to have a place to step aside in case something comes down the hallway?
Yes.
All right, I will send this step inside.
You just
And
walked
for
through a
those-
wall.
I know, I'm awesome at that.
And for those just coming up behind us who didn't see it, I will point at the puddles of quote water
Ooze.
and make like acid hissing noises.
Okay. From here, I'm going to look down there and hope these guys aren't the undead, the horrible, restless undead. Although, actually, no, they would be. Undead are bad. Undead are bad.
And
Okay.
just a quick check as I walk into the room. Just a quick look around.
broken furniture, rotted robe on the wall. You actually do find a couple of gold coins. You find 3 gold pieces.
Ren,
All right, I'll
perhaps we
pick those
should
up.
deal with these puddles from afar
Yes, probably.
before we walk into the room with them.
Yes.
The force
Let's-
damage seemed to do quite a
Indeed,
bit.
it did.
Yes. Let's back away to say the torch, and we'll just sort of deal with this from afar wherever we see him. So right here would be good.
Well, let me get behind you.
One second, please.
Mm-hmm.
As I will spend an action to learn a cantrip.
Sweet. What do you got?
Ooh.
I'm just gonna, steal our warlock's thunder.
And as that happens, one of the ghosts just flits through one of these doors, passes through Molly, Haboob, and Seymour, and is just sort of chilled and
Ugh.
cool, and continues on down the hallway.
Pardon me, that was a little inconsiderate.
Yeah, buy me dinner first.
I don't believe ghosts recognize etiquette.
I don't think they recognize the living.
Right.
That's,
Well, let's take care of those puddles first before anything else happens.
I agree. Maximilian D. Justice.
All right. So, ranged spellcasters. And I point and I say, "Have at it," and I kneel down to let people fire over my head.
Chirp
Alright.
will actually give because I have a ranged spell attack, so I'll loan Max my crossbow and arrows.
Let's roll initiative then.
A crossbow, eh?
Yeah, it is a light crossbow, so that way, like, we're all having a chance to deal damage to it.
Does a light crossbow deal radiant damage?
Unfortunately, no. But like, I have my vicious mockery. It's not much, but it's still something. So I'll loan Max my crossbow for this fight, so he can help.
Can I fire a crossbow with a shield strapped to my arm?
Oh,
Not a
Not
radiant.
can't hold a
Turn it
torch.
off.
Takes a round to doff your shield.
In like prepping to do this, I'm sure like as I'm passing the crossbow and stuff over, you can hang up the torch and take off your shield, kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Let me.
It's up to you. I'm just saying, like I'm offering it. If you don't want it, like that's up to you.
No, I appreciate that. So that I'll do light crossbow plus 3.
I will say, while you are doing this, as the oozes have, fully corroded the ball bearings that you threw, you can see the ghosts have, seemingly collected some food and is just making its way down the hall and in through each room, and appears to almost be dropping off or miming dropping off items, while the other one seems to move to a wall and mime as if they are striking some sort of bell or something that was on the wall.
I'm guessing that ghosts will be coming out soon to eat.
I think the ghosts may be harmless.
I sure hope so. All right, so I've got my character sheet back up.
But Churup, you are the first to act while this is happening.
All right. So I will step out around the corner here, aim at that guy, and I will do my vicious moxeries and step back.
That is a 3. It takes 2 psychic damage.
And has disadvantage on any attacks for its next turn. Zaha!
Max, that means it's safe to run up and attack it with your sword.
Padme.
Yay!
So, just an FYI, Max, you currently have my potion, which drinking it gives you 10 minutes of +1 to AC.
Yes, and I'm going to need that. So
Yeah, just reminding you because I don't know if you would have remembered or not. And I am going to take a similar pose to how I just saw Seymour and go, Eldritch Blast?
Eldritch Blast.
Hits for 3 damage as, this acid just kind of splashes aside.
Actually, give me just a second here. Technically speaking, it might be 4.
That looks like a D10.
It's more, I have a magic item that gives me +1 to attack rolls and saving throws, and not to damage. Okay. I wasn't sure if it gave me damage or not. So 3 damage.
Seymour.
All right, move the hex. Let's see. Did something just happen? Because I just...
You all just dropped off the game.
Same on my end. And
now you're all back.
Except for you, Patrick.
You've had to refresh?
You're all good in my game.
Did you see that attack?
I just saw it.
Yeah. Same damage as me.
I know. I wanted to make sure it went through.
It did 25 for 3 force and 3 necrotic.
Yep. And I realize it's between. I'm between it and so I'm gonna move.
Cowards.
30 feet. All right. That takes us to Maximilian. You can see this first puddle of ooze is definitely now splashed and sprayed across most of this room, eating away through the wood that is left here and rotting it even further.
Okay. Haven't used one of these in a long time, so just aim, steady your breath, breathe out at the bottom of your breath, shoot, and damn it!
Yank the trigger as hard as you can.
An 8 just hits.
Oh! 7 piercing.
7 piercing. Yeah, there is a massive splash, and you can see it just, goes right through these ghosts, but the table leg behind it just collapses to the floor, and most of that wood almost turns to dust at this point. The ghosts don't appear to notice.
Okay, that's me.
Takes us to Julius.
Bonus action to reload, I guess.
It's not part of bonus action to reload. You just happens as part of the attack. You just only do it once.
Oh, okay.
This thing is still alive, correct?
Very badly hurt, but still alive.
I'm gonna firebolt it.
Hits for 2 more fire damage. This creature is badly injured, and you watch as it what is left of it just disappears into the floor, as does the one behind it.
Interesting. Is the puddle still there?
Nope.
Those are certainly going to come back to bite us in the ass later. Or pseudopod us in the ass later.
Yes, probably. Alright, I will...
Burned could be a good adjective as well.
I mean, I printed some magazines for some enthusiast ones. They seem to like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, probably. Alright, I'm going to pop...
With that, you are out of direct combat.
Alright. I'm going to pop open the north door. I noticed, yep. Watch for these things to come out again. Watch for puddles.
No sign of puddles, broken furniture, and another robe hanging on a peg.
All right. Pop open the south.
You see there is, in fact, a ghost here that appears to be making its bed and then turning to reach, and you can see it miming putting on this robe.
Okay, I'm going to get out of its way. because it's clearly going for dinner.
Yeah. It steps out, heads back towards the kitchen.
Okay, after it passes, I'm going to go to the next set of doors.
I will just say all of these rooms are broken furniture, some of which have robes in them, some of them have robes that crumble to dust.
Okay, I will hand Cherub his crossbow back.
Tuk tuk.
If one of the robes is an okay quality, I'll grab it in case we need a second.
Yeah, you can find 4 robes that are in decent enough condition that they don't crumble away.
All right, I will draw Ice Pick as I walk forward.
All right.
Because I don't know if these things are going to come out of the ground as soon as I get over it.
No sign of them.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Cherub, you check over this last wooden door that is back here. It is, primarily what appears to be a storage room, as you can see through broken cracks in the door. You see there's a couple of old crates and what appears to be a very old barrel in the back.
I will open the door. Okay.
Yeah, everything is sort of dry and dusty, except you can see the oily smudges where the oozes were on the floor. There are mostly broken bottles. You find one intact bottle of what appears to be some sort of sherry or sweet wine on the on the rack there.
Okay. In Draconic, I am going to look at the ghost behind the table, and I'm going to say, pardon me, brother, what's for dinner? Any response?
No response.
Do I have any idea what kind of ghost these might be?
They appear to be humans. You see 2 men and a woman, all of whom are wearing antiquated clothing. 2 of whom are wearing the same sort of robes that you found in the hall over top. One just appears to be wearing like a simpler tunic with some sort of apron across as well.
Okay. On the table, I'm guessing there's really nothing.
Not anymore. I mean, the acid and everything broke. There were some old pieces of cutlery and, piles of sort of mold and dust that might have been food decades and decades ago.
Okay, so I'll follow Julius's lead and give the dinner party here a wide berth. I look over at Chirp. Anywhere to go from there?
Chirp will shake his head and start heading back out.
All right. Well, I just wrecked my armor for nothing. Let's go.
Any signs of magic before we leave? Okay.
I mean, aside from the ghosts, but
yeah, but there's never been a definitive answer if necromantic entities exude necromantic magics.
I would imagine that they would. But no.
So would I, but
Okay.
there's no definitive answer.
Yeah. So this torch here, it's an ever-burning torch. Of some
Yes.
description. Can you turn those off?
No, they are ever burning.
Is it hot or is it just light?
Just light.
Okay, so you can wrap cloth around it or something.
Presumably.
Put a big cup.
If that's the case, I want to take it.
Max already has it in his hand.
Oh, well,
yeah, I will hand it to Badme. There you go.
I will take it and I will shove it in my bag.
Everything sets on fire.
No, assuming it does not give off any heat, I will attempt to touch the flame, and if it doesn't burn me, I will put it in my bag.
It does not burn you. Into your bag it goes.
We now have.
I will say, as
pets.
you touch it, the flames turn to a light purple color.
Yay!
I like that.
What did we find?
An ever-burning torch. Technically, it's a torch with
You mean an ever-burning moonlight.
what's it called? Oh,
The light cantrip.
No, there's a
it's not
spell,
light. It's a second level
Continual
spell.
Flame.
Yes, which is super expensive to cast.
Well, we got it. So
Continual flame.
Yes.
yes, that's it.
It is a super for what it does. It is a very expensive spell.
50 gold pieces.
50 gold to have unlimited light as a
Alright.
torch.
So I'm not sure if Steph and Nabil are still with us.
Still here.
All right. Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
Boo-Boo,
I'm just
that
one-handed
sounds-
with the
hurry up.
baby.
Yeah. No, that's what I figured. But Nabil though, Nabil doesn't have a baby,
I don't have a baby yet. So.
as far as we know.
Mhm.
Secretly has.
But if
10
if
children.
anyone's looking to give up a baby or sell a baby, Nabil is looking.
I'm kind of.
I'm looking to get rid of 3 babies.
I'm kind of.
They're all covered in fur.
Remember that Baby Merchant song? From that terrible cop song?
Cop rock.
Cop Rock, that was it, yes! I'm the Baby Merchant.
Wow.
That was the first episode too. They had
What?
they had
Pop
a
Rock
guy,
was a bad musical TV show on ABC.
but it actually lasted the season. They had 10 episodes. Yeah, no. The first episode had the A story was a guy who arranged for adoptions for rich people, where they could literally choose. Well, we want a child with blonde hair and blue eyes, and will hopefully get to be about 6'4" when they grow to full size. And he goes around and basically forces people to give up their children. Usually, people who are in dire straits and such, or he just steals them.
What the what?
I'm
When
imagining
was
a
this on
completely
the
straight
air?
cop
In the
rock.
90s.
Yeah, or 91. In 91,
What?
and it's a musical show.
According to
Oh my
Wikipedia,
god.
according to Wikipedia, it's 1990.
Okay, so
Jeez.
I thought it was
Alright.
91.
All right. let's get
Maximilian
back
and
to-
Chernip, you are standing in front of a pair of wooden doors. They are made of wood and bound in sort of rusted iron. Though you can see again, the planks of this door were once painted in what appears to be mostly sort of golden and red colors.
Opens the door.
So hold on. Just want to note this in case it's important.
Oh!
And inside this large octagonal room, perhaps 40 feet wide or so, there's a 20-foot high domed ceiling. You see a 10-foot wide ledge surrounds a pool of brackish kind of crimson water. And as your drift globe light kind of lights up the space, you see that the walls are decorated with charred and blackened bones.
What
Much
door
like
is
you
it?
saw.
Sorry.
Yeah, I want to hear this description, please. Charred and blackened bones. Sorry.
Much like you saw in the catacombs under the cemetery earlier. So it appears that these bodies were blackened and smoked, much like the ones you have found underneath Denovar.
Okay, so is Chirp closing the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna close it. Just open it, just fling it wide, and then just oh! Slowly close it back up again.
All right.
Yeah, that's not great. Did you see any exits out of that room?
Nuh-uh.
Ideally to the north?
Nope.
Okay, we're gonna have to break through this freaking door, aren't we? Yeah, I don't like that room. That room seems bad.
Well, to be fair, like Turb couldn't actually see around the corner, so like he'll shake his head and then just like, you know, put up his hood and one hand questioningly on the door, like, I can go back in and check. I have my hood up. I can stealth.
Maybe. All right. Divine Sense does not last very long. Divine Sense lasts, and I did detect undead in the other room, in this room.
Yes, you did.
I look and I say, okay, there are zombies or ghouls or something in this room.
Or ghosts that don't touch anything.
Yes, but I just looked in the room and I saw blackened bodies, a pool of red water, in an octagonal room with black walls.
So it looked like the ghoul room from before.
Yes, that is not good signs.
Have we ever had good signs going into something before?
No, but I recognize bad signs when I see them, and that looks like a room of death. And horror. If you'd like to go in and clear that room, we could.
I mean, do we want to kick the light in so we can see what's in there before we go in?
Let's just lean the light in. We don't have to kick it into the pool or anything.
Well, technically speaking, to get it back, we just have to walk away from it and it will follow.
Unless something grabs it.
In which case, we see it, we blast it, and then the light can follow.
Okay. I'm going to step forward.
I make no attempt at all to go into the room.
Yes.
Just stay here, and if we see something pop up, we blast it.
Heads on a swivel, people. I'm going to motion for the... okay. Well.
There you go.
I'm going to toss it to about there.
You toss the drift globe into the room. It illuminates everything a little better. Seymour, with your passive perception, you notice maybe a couple of ripples in the pool of water.
I point that out. Something disturbs the surface.
Start blasting.
I mean, it could be a giant tentacle beast, or it could be a Siamese fighting fish.
Either way, start blasting.
I mean, beta fish.
Even worse, terrible Bond villain wannabes keep using beta fish. Blast them.
I mean, there's no way out of this room. Do we really need to fight?
Yeah, I noticed that there is no way out of this room. Now, there might be something in this room that might be very useful.
Is there another room to the north? Should we check that out first?
It's a room we can't get into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet you the key's in this room then.
Well, no,
Barred
it's not
to
that.
the side.
It's barred because there's somebody in that room. It's not that the door is locked by a key.
Yeah, I think we were hoping to find a...
Wait, can I
alternate-
just mage hand the bar off?
Be able to see.
Not through a door.
Yeah.
Look through the crack at the bar.
There is no crack in the far door.
Can't you have your imp go through?
It's like his imp isn't dead. His imp is dead, guys. The ooze
right.
killed his imp.
Right,
Like,
but
he
we can
said,
wait an
let's use the
hour.
imp.
We can wait an
No,
hour and
we
10 minutes
cannot.
for your imp to come back.
We really can't. Jarala is in that room to the north, and Jarala is doing terrible things. If we wait an hour, terrible things will happen.
Europe, I believe your initial plan might have been the correct one.
Yep.
Because at this point, you hear a scream come from beyond those doors.
All right. I'm going
Great,
to
shatter.
pop here, grab the globe, bring it with me, and bring it back.
As soon as you step inside that room, Maximilian,
God damn it.
God damn it.
Also could have mage handed that.
or
We
if you
all have
walked
prepared
away,
an action.
if you could have just walked away, it would have
Yeah,
followed you.
that's why I said walk away, because at 60 feet, it follows you, and then you can just walk and pick it up when it's in this room.
But
Too
Max
late
is
now.
also the kind of person who always returns a cart at the.
So yeah, so
Star.
Max, you
that
step
a-
in.
Is that a
Breaking
portal?
out of the wall is
What
a
the hell?
large skeleton of what appears to be a four-legged dragonoid creature at one time that is now just a skeleton. It's time to roll some initiative, though.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting that.
I will say, if we just want to speed up and move along, we can just have you guys not have done that.
I am
Well,
okay with that.
That's
Yeah,
perfectly
'cause-
in Max's character to do that.
It would be, but
It is.
So yeah. I mean, I wasn't expecting this
Up
thing
deal.
to Kool-Aid man its way through the wall, but okay.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of our own actions.
Ah,
Do this.
We meet again.
do I have time to see this thing break through the wall and go, "Oh shit," and swallow the potion real quick?
Not in Swallow the Potion, no.
Wait, are we
So
getting-
first up to act is Seymour, as you are seeing this happen.
Are we getting
Push.
attacked by the creatures from Final Fantasy, the Spirit Within?
Oh God.
Please
Oh,
don't-
I remember that.
No, it was a
Nobody
terrible
remembers-
movie.
Nobody remembers that. We
Okay,
go
so I
back
can
to the
see this
game.
one, right?
Back-
No, it is still in the wall. Yeah, I'll say yeah. It is. This like head breaks the water and starts swimming towards the edge of the pool.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna go with purple's bad. Purple's generally bad. And move hex to it. I don't know what it is, so let's do strength. And pew pew pew.
21 hits for 3 force and 2 necrotic damage. So it splashes through the water, and you can just see parts of this rotting body fall away even more.
All right, and I'm just gonna move up 5 or 10 feet and get out of line of sight.
All right. With that, this guy splashes out of the water and is going to slash at you, Maximilian, with its claws.
Okay.
That is a 22 to hit for 6 slashing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ghouls. Hired ghouls.
Hired ghouls, Maximilian, you are paralyzed. And this one.
Oh wait, I have 7 more hit points than I thought I did.
Wait, why am I getting glared at? Oh, because I got out of the way.
Purple. I'm purple.
You're really more of a mauve.
You watch as Maximilian is dragged into the pool and begins to sink under the water.
God damn it. Do things.
That takes us to Cherub.
God damn it. Can I fire at the one that's like dragging Max?
It is, yeah, it's in the water, but not under the water at this point, I will say.
Okay.
Max is under the water, though.
Yeah, I can't. Ugh. Yeah, okay, I'm going to do that. I'll use my magical bolt for that. I hate you, magical bolt.
Magical
Oh, yeah,
bolt
that's fine.
misses and splashes into this pool of water and slowly sinks to the bottom.
It's still magical though.
Any movement, any bonus action?
I'll step back to kind of give more people room.
All right. Takes us to Haboob
Of the Red Sands?
of the Red Sands.
Ooh.
Did you skip the wall creature?
It's Haboob's of the Red Sands turn.
Ooh.
Okay. How far below underwater is Max?
You have no idea.
no idea. Okay, no idea.
You can't even see him at this point.
And Crap. I have rope? I have rope. I'm assuming it's going to cost me an action to throw rope towards the pool of water in the direction where Max was dragged under.
Yes, you also did see that he was paralyzed as he was going under, so.
Oh, he was paralyzed. Okay, I missed
Yeah,
that
I'm not
part.
grabbing shit right now.
Okay, crappy crap.
Start
Okay.
shooting.
So, yeah.
We just have to rely on him being able to make the con save next time.
Okay, so aiming at this guy over here.
All right.
So
25 hits for 8 piercing damage.
Driftglobe's an ally.
it's an ally?
No, it isn't.
It's not a creature.
I would have taken it. Damn it. Okay, no, that's it for me. Yeah.
It's more of a
All right. Padme.
All right. So does it? Okay. The not the hexed one, but the other standing one. Does he look like he's still holding on to something in the water, or did he sort of just toss and let go?
Seems to have let go.
All right then. Sorry, I need to double check the wording on a spell. All right, that doesn't do what I thought it did. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to target it with my fire.
"19 hits for 5 fire damage. That was the back one?
Yeah.
All right. Definitely hits and kind of, sputters, and there's a nasty bout of purple steam that comes off of it.
And I light myself as a result of that. And given that I'm kind of one of the tankiest people right now, I take a few steps forward and leave myself somewhat open.
All right. Maximilian, you are underwater, paralyzed, unable to breathe.
I can hold my breath for a couple minutes.
Yep. Give me a Constitution save as you are attempting to fight off this paralyzed condition.
17.
You are no longer paralyzed, but you are still underwater.
Okay.
You find yourself resting at the bottom on what appears to be a pile of humanoid bones, and you can see you're about 15 feet down.
Okay. I'm guessing that this thing is right over me.
Yes. That's the end of your turn.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's end of your turn. You make your con save. That takes us to Molly.
All right, with that, healing word.
On
you. You're the
You
one
cannot
who's
see
in
him.
danger.
You cannot see me.
Ah, shit.
Oh, God. Okay.
Do you want me to channel divinity and then I can shoo them away from you?
I mean, I can't really tell you what to do, but making undead not be there is a good idea. Just in general.
Just pushes them away.
I mean,
It makes them run away at full speed.
Sorry, I'm just looking up the stat block.
Oh,
as an
that.
action,
Ignore
you
that.
present your holy symbol. 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. All right. That should be them all if I stand here. Oh yeah, that'll be. I will channel my divinity and turn
All
undead.
right. That is a 16, a 6, and a 14.
Oh, my spell DC is a 14.
All right. Julius. So 1 fails, but 2 succeed.
All right, so this one is turned.
Yes.
All right, I can see this gentleman at the top of the water,
Yep.
and they are very annoyingly all spaced just far enough apart that ice knife won't hit 2 of them.
Correct. You also can't actually see this one around the corner.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit this one then with a firebolt. I'm gonna move
All right.
here. I like how I crit and my damage is still 6.
You crit for 6 fire damage. So you step through, your firebolt blasts heavily. Roll me a set of percentile dice, please.
12.
Your damage doubles. You immediately take another attack.
Is this one still up?
To 6. Yes. Yeah, so the fire just bursts and then immediately explodes a second time. And this creature is looking in really bad shape, but it is still standing. 13, I believe, also hits for 6 more fire damage. That is enough. With an unholy kind of screech, it burns away.
Then I will get out of the way of whatever that one is planning on doing.
All right. Top of the round, Seymour.
Julius, did you just fire twice?
I fired first and second.
Ooh. All right. If I move to here, I still can't see this guy, can I? No.
Correct.
I don't think so. So I've only got the one left.
Yep.
Oh, might as well target him.
Hits. 9 is exactly what you needed as you send this creature bursting apart with your beams of force.
And I look, can I see bubbles? Does it seem like Max is trying to swim to the surface?
You definitely see bubbles and what sounds like cursing coming from underwater.
Okay, that's a good sign, though.
That takes us to Chirrup.
It really isn't.
All right. Do I see? I don't see anything. I just see Max, or at least
You can
disturbance
see,
in the water.
you can see a disturbance in the water.
Okay. In that case, I will simply ready my action to shoot anything hostile that comes into view.
All right. Haboob.
I don't. From where I am, I don't see anything else in the room.
That is correct.
Okay. And how high is the ceiling?
20 feet.
Okay, so okay, I'm gonna use my feline agility to climb up the wall onto the ceiling and just head inside up to. I'm trying to move my token up till here on the ceiling, upside down.
All right. Yeah. And as you step in from around the corner, there is a blast. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Ooh, I'm gonna.
As you are surrounded by this almost sort of gray, black, shadowy energy. You are able to scuttle to the side and avoid it, taking no damage.
Ooh.
But yeah, you can now see there is a, four-legged, sort of skeleton-esque, glowing sort of creature that is standing by the corner there.
I mentioned this back to the group, and am I able to see Max from where I am?
Yep, and you can see he is starting to move under the water and look up towards the surface, but he's also looking sort of beneath him,
Okay.
looking down at the bones underneath him.
Well, what about the remaining room on this side? I'm sorry, I'm trying to think.
What about it? What are you asking?
I mean, like anything in general. Do I see any baddies? Because
Nope. The only one left is the one right in front of you here.
Okay, so I'm going to use the rest of my feline agility to move over here, and while it's still on the ceiling. That's about it for me.
All right. Yeah, so you're hanging from the ceiling. I mean, it's easy enough to do so as there are blackened bones that are, again, plastered into the walls here, much like you saw under the catacombs.
Okay.
That takes us to Badme then. So Haboob has let you know there is another creature around the corner here.
All right. So, well, wouldn't I have been able to see it?
No, it is tucked around a corner.
Okay. I'm going to run in. I don't want to enter the water, but I want to be at its edge, so I don't know if I can stand here or not.
Nope, that's in the water.
Okay, so I will move up and diagonally back here.
Okay.
And I will once again fire the fire.
Better than freezing fire.
13 just hits for 6 fire damage.
And I'm ignited again, hopefully being a nice bright beacon so Max can swim towards us.
All right, Maximilian, you have your faculties back.
Okay. The thing that I saw, I'm right next to it.
It's more you feel it around you. Like there's like a thickness in the water.
Okay, so it's not under, it's around.
Yeah.
Like I'm in it.
Yeah.
Okay, which means I can't miss it if I hit it.
There's nothing to hit at this point.
Okay, well, with the blessings of Ceiling Cat, here in our chat, I am going to break the surface in a mad rush, and as my head breaks the surface and I take a breath of air, I'm going to scream out, "The blood ooze is reforming in this pool," and I'm going to jump out.
All right. You will have to dash to get out because it is 15 feet to swim to the surface. But you can easily do that.
That's fine.
All right. That takes us to Molly.
Shit. I will heal.
It's not reformed yet. Kill this thing first.
Okay, a Sacred Flame.
$17, no damage.
Shit. All right. See you, Max. We're gonna need it. Everyone, get the fuck out of the way. Seymour, especially you.
It's not really there yet.
No, but it's dangerous.
Yes, it's not great.
It's like a half-melted slushy.
Max, Molly's healing word goes off. You regain no healing from it.
God damn it.
And in fact, take 3 damage.
What?
As this creature next to you just kind of glows, and you can see its heart kind of beats in its empty chest as it does so.
Okay, kill this thing.
I intend to.
Friggin' Obamacare. All right.
That takes us to Julius.
This is
What
what
does
happens.
Obamacare have to do with this?
This is what
Is
happens
this-
when you have
This
socialist
is your
healthcare.
socialism at
Is
work.
this Obamacare or is it Obamacare?
I don't get it.
Abomination.
Um,
These are undead, but undead care does not work.
It's the Canadian healthcare system teetering on the brink of death.
Oof.
Well, that's
Do I
what we get
have,
for electing Doug Ford.
Too
so-
real.
Do I have line of sight from here?
Barely. It has partial cover.
How about now?
No, because you're on the same diagonal. There is an actual corner there. That's the problem.
I will go here.
There you go.
I have 10 feet after that, and I'm going to fire a firebolt at it.
All right.
If I load the correct window.
You'll get it eventually.
21 hits for 8 fire damage. This creature, the flames sort of erupt around it, and what little sort of skin and everything it had on it, still burns away, and there is a noxious smell. It's looking pretty hurt.
Seymour Sunkist, finish it.
As between you and Badme, the fire has just sort of eaten and burned across this creature. Seymour.
All right, I'm going to move Hex to it and move up fire, and then I'll move back.
All right.
So you said there, I could see him, or one more?
Yep.
Oh, there. Okay, perfect. Oof.
10 does not hit.
And I'm going to move back.
All right. Chirrup.
Kill this thing, Max says. Chirp will step forward 5, 10, 15, 20. Whoops.
You only had to
No,
do 10.
I'm going to move
Or
back.
15.
Either way, you're fine. This thing's
Ding!
literally on its last legs.
Oh, sorry. No magic bolt. I wasn't wanting to spend a magic bolt.
All right. Either way, 8 piercing is exactly what it had left. As your crossbow bolt fires through and kind of ricochets off the bones here, they just collapse and fall to the ground in a funny xylophone kind of sound.
And I back
Yay.
away the rest of my movement.
And you are out of combat.
All
Wait,
right.
that
I-
third rib hit the ground twice, yet it pronounced 2 distinct sounds.
A wizard did it.
Yeah. I go, Chirrup, and I throw Chirrup's magic bolt back to him. Like, you lost this. I found it.
I'll allow it. And with that, we'll take a 5-minute bathroom break.
Zara.
The words I got were, it's a resurrection pool for the blood ooze.
So it's like a compost heap. It's degrading all those skeletons and stuff.
We should
Basically.
pull the skeletons out of the
pull
room.
we could pull the skeletons out, or we could just close the door.
Or, now hear me out, bulk deal to a necromancer, sell them by the pound.
I vote we close the door and deal with the
Perfect.
other door.
Is the
Seymour, if
pool
you-
flammable? We could
If
Wait,
you
are we-
sell a blood ooze to a necromancer, we're going to have a problem.
Oh, I meant the bones.
If you sell anything to a necromancer, we're going to have a problem.
Yeah, especially that many bones. But have you if you've ever made
Public
like,
work projects needs a lot of hands.
and
But I'm
besides,
back.
and besides, if you've ever like made like chicken stock or something like that, you know how like the bones leach out and just kind of become brittle and not very good again. I think that's what's happening to these bones. I think all the juices are being sucked out of them.
That's where the delicious calcium is.
Exactly. I'll be
Yeah.
back to.
Well, looks like I came back just in time. Everyone's gone.
Yeah, apparently we
I
were
am still here.
discussing selling the bones in the pit to a necromancer.
No, we're not
thought
selling
that
the
worked.
bones to a pit of the pit to a necromancer. That seems like an awful idea.
I mean, this tabaxi needs extra coin, so we might need that.
I was okay with your friends leaving after very clearly trying to steal stuff from dead people. Actively aiding necromancers is too far.
To be fair, I wasn't there, so yeah. I would.
Do, 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 do.
I mean, it's like, who are the dead going to complain to? It's like, do they have anybody to complain
Yes,
to?
family.
Oh, if the family's scared, they wouldn't have died.
That's not how it works, Haboob.
Yeah, sure. If you twist it into whatever you want to make it into, that's how it is. But yeah, it's like, yeah.
What?
Let's not.
Discussing the
don't
merits
know.
of selling things to necromancers to aid them in their necromancy.
It's like who the dead are going to complain to? Their family? It's like if the family cared, they wouldn't have died. Yes, I
That
realize.
only worked if they didn't die of old age and the family was rich.
But it is a possible revenue stream to sell your dead body into servitude.
Yes, but you're not going to see that revenue.
No, but your family could. And if you're okay with it and they get the benefits, are they really going to care?
Dr. Batman, you and I can split some coin for this idea of yours.
Oh, no, this is not Badmay's idea whatsoever.
Oh, really?
She is entirely of the opinion that bodies should remain respectfully interred.
Yeah,
I'm back.
it's the opinion you're going to find from most people.
What you mean? You don't advocate just digging up random graves and just sticking a big pole down into the coffin, just giving it a stir?
Back.
Well, no. It's specifically selling bodies to necromancers.
Are we still on this?
Yes.
Yes.
Apparently,
I like the idea. You started off as a joke. I want to sell these bones for money.
No,
sorry,
we
Haboob.
should buy the pound, like we're pulling out of Iraq.
Seymour, aren't you literally like a divine soul cleric? What does your divine god think about it?
I mean, canals have to be dug.
Seymour, you and I will talk later to make.
I mean, we do a private public partnership with a civic minded necromancer to accelerate this area's economic infrastructure. Oh
You
man,
considered
Seymour starts writing that
constructs.
down.
Let me tell you about constructs, Seymour.
Yes, let me talk about cost of scale. But did we decide if it was moral?
I think the answer is probably no.
Apparently, the doctor
What if
and
they're building hospitals?
I think the answer still says no
look, when it comes to
because
morale,
these
the doctor
people
and
could
these guys-
not consent.
I mean,
These are just
they're not-
random bones.
I mean, they're not exactly saying no.
You need enthusiastic, continued consent.
To be a robot? Not really. You don't give consent to maggots, but they need you.
I think you do that when you get buried instead of cremated.
Yeah, I don't think you get a choice. Everyone else makes that choice. All right, so what are we throwing in this pot?
Oh, sorry.
We got a bone, we got some meat. Come on, let's get a stew going.
No.
Easy, Carl Weathers. All right, are you guys done with the distractions? We can go back to where we were an hour and 40 minutes ago.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's open.
Yep.
Let's open this door.
Wait,
Yeah.
we're not killing the ooze?
no.
Am I? Nope. Let's close the door and move on. Am I
it's still
casting?
steeping.
Am I casting Shatter or Thunderwave to try and bust this thing open?
It's up to
Start
you.
with Thunderwave. Because that one's free.
How is Thunderwave free?
Is it not a cantrip?
Oh,
No, it's a first level.
incidentally, I closed the door.
Just
Does this door open in or out? Not that the doors would handle, stand up to anything.
They all open inward.
And do we think like something like oil or something caustic like that would slow down the ooze if we mixed it in with the water? I asked Bad May.
Uh,
Would know.
as a person who is quite ignorant of most chemistry,
I'm making it up too. That's why I'm wondering if we just dumped I have some oil. If we just dump it in there and set it on fire, do you think that would hurt the ooze?
Let's ignore the use for now. We're just gonna close the door and move on.
I mean,
We're
what if
gonna-
the babies find us?
We're gonna blast. We'll deal with baby uses later. We'll blast this door apart and make a grand old entrance.
I'll try Thunderwave first because it's a first level, and I have more first level slots than second right now. So
I've got one spell slot left, and my hex is going to be up probably pretty soon. So,
yeah, Ian, you can use your rod to regain a spell slot.
have I been? Don't I need do a short rest for that?
No, you have
No.
you have a once a day extra spell slot from the rod.
Yeah,
Oh, I completely forgot about
but
that.
it's an action to get it back.
I completely forgot about that. Yep, I will pull out the lever of the pack keeper and click the end like a clicky pen, just click, click, and get a spell slot back. I completely forgot about that. Thank you. And
Do you
why
also-
am I not in the game?
Do you also say, "I am invincible"?
Laz,
Chirrup, you know Thunderwave
Oh.
does not damage doors.
Damn
That
it.
is what Shatter is for.
okay, so
Back up.
the original plan was the best plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, backing up. So we will retcon that because I would have known better. So the ear-piercing shriek of a barn owl erupts from Chirrup as he casts Shatter on the door.
Oh my god. Yeah, the door explodes with that damage. Like a staircase on a pirate ship.
Yeah,
Honey, I'm home.
Yeah.
And inside, you can see there is, bones that are now scattered across the floor. It's a large room, about 40 feet in diameter, and you see 3 kobolds and what appears to be the Dragonborn that you, Chirrup, saw teleport away from under the graveyard down in the catacombs, sort of staggers and stands to its feet, appearing quite injured, and just kind of looks at you.
My eyes narrow as I see them.
Hi there. We're here with the we're here with the Better Dungeon Cleaning Service.
we've been trying to reach you about your extended warranty.
We're
No,
here
we
for
are not Doctor
Yeah.
Maximilian T. Justice.
You're here to die alongside me.
Oh no,
This is
you're here
not
to die.
what we thought it was.
This is why cults are bad. And I'm going to step forward and try
I
to
am no part of a cult.
You're just a collective.
We are not followers. And you can see as the Dragonborn steps towards you, its shape shimmers and falls away, as in its place is a kobold holding a staff.
Oh?
And you can see at this point he is kind of hurt and bleeding, and he says, I am Spurnik. We were part of the Scalebinders. Jorala and them stole our dragon, and we want it back.
They stole an entire dragon.
We spent our lives serving it, caring for it, and then it leaves with them. There is an artifact here that calls the dragons, and we need it to Get our dragon back!
I would like
We
to
are
insight.
not here with the cult!
Yeah, insight that.
Okay. Well, this. Oh, that was 2GM. But I failed. So I believe him.
He seems genuine. You can clearly see he looks, somewhat sort of injured and worse for wear, but yeah, that is what he says to you.
Okay, and I'm gonna hold my hand up and just be like, "Hold on, everyone. We were tracking down Jarala. We very clearly thought that you were Jarala.
This is true.
What is in this room?"
Who was screaming?
The kobold.
My followers, there are rooms off the side. You need the keys to enter the final crypt, and they are devious traps. They have wounded and killed us, and we can't seem to heal here for some reason.
I've noticed that.
We've been hunkered down here and can't seem to move forward.
Okay. I'm gonna do a divine sense again. Do I feel any sort of like undead necromantic sort of energy in this room as I look into it?
No, nothing specifically in this room pings, and you get an odd mix of sort of religious underpinnings. It is not desecrated, it is not consecrated, but it is clearly a religious or holy place of some sort.
Okay, if you'll permit me to step forward. Sorry, what did he say his name was?
Spurnick.
Spurnick. Okay, Spurnick, if you'll permit me to step forward.
It's. I don't think we have enough left to stop you.
Okay, I'm going to step forward. I'm going to lay my hand on Spurnick, and I'm going to give him like 1 point of healing. Does he look better?
He does not.
Maybe this room. We've healed outside of this room, though, just not in the Red Ooze room.
And not in this room.
Okay, you will be outside. Don't go to the door to the east. Do not go to the door to the east. You're not going to like what's in there. But you should be able to fix yourselves outside this room. We are not interested in Jarala having the artifact that's in this place. Would you allow us to help you?
What are your plans with it?
At this point, I don't think we had one. I think our plan was just to seize it and prevent Jarala from getting it.
Indeed. Our goal is to stop Jarala.
If handing it to you allows you to reclaim your dragon, then that would certainly interfere with Jarala's plans, and that would suit us.
I had to run and grab cash. Did we find out the name of her dragon? Their dragon?
What was your dragon?
Was it Regiarax?
Was it Regiarax?
Regiarax.
Abathriax, the Red.
I don't think we've met Abathriax.
You have not.
Spurnick.
And you can Molly, I would say you would notice, and Chirrup, that the kobolds with Spurnik seem uncomfortable. Maximilian, give me a persuasion check as you ask if you can help.
21.
And
My sharpened sizers just sort of gleam in the minimal light that we have in here.
yeah, and Spurnik, you can see he just kind of slouches and starts kind of sort of mewling and say, I can't fail at this. I promised our tribe. Though I think if you have dealt with the ones above, we are the last 4. I can't fail at this.
Hey.
It is our life's service.
Hey, listen. There's no shame in asking for a little help for something.
Mm-hmm.
Success often requires help. It's a tool. It's a resource. Use it.
Give me a persuasion check.
Bardic inspiration for that. Like I'll be just like quietly whistling
Excellent.
Cheerful little tune under my breath.
D6 or D8?
D6 still, I believe.
And
Yes.
26.
26.
Nice.
You see the other kobolds around him as he kind of looks up at you, Maximilian, and starts to shake his head, and you can see they start to sort of gnash their teeth and start kind of snarling, and in Draconic, a couple of them start sort of insulting and saying the lack of backbone. Our leader has lost their faith.
Hey now. And I make sure that the cloak is billowing magnificently when I say this. There's no shame in getting some help. All right? We cool? Now let's get you a dragon back. What do you say?
You watch as
Fellas?
the two of them,
Fellas?
from beneath their cloaks, draw their blades
Whoa!
and stab Spurnik in the back repeatedly.
Whoa! No, I drank Spurnik
Time to roll
away.
initiative, please.
Ah.
I get a healing word in? Jesus Christ.
Doesn't work in this
Not
room.
not in this room.
Not in this. Yeah. No
Oh,
bueno.
damn it. That's why. That's
Not
why.
in the dungeon.
We've healed in the dungeon. We just haven't healed.
Yeah.
I gotta get him into the next room. Just grab him and toss him into the next room. I'll heal him.
Trying.
Why? We weren't going to give it to him, right?
Well, we might have. It
Oh,
might have
right.
made sense.
So selling bones to a necromancer is bad because consent, but literally taking over a dragon's mind is fine because it's useful for us.
We don't know that that's what it did. We just know that it tracks dragons. We don't know that it dominates dragons.
I thought they said attracts dragons. Sorry, not tracks dragons. Okay, that makes more sense.
No, they
That-
said it tracks.
So first up to act is Haboob. So from outside the room, you see these kobolds just launch into this Spurnik.
Okay, so I aim at one of the kobolds, let's say, the one that's right next to Max. That would be, I'm assuming, this guy over here. Julius is in front of me. Would I be able to make a shot?
Yep, he does have partial cover, though.
I'll take that chance. Okay, so sneak attack. Oof.
13 does not hit.
Ooh.
Just sort of skids off the ground next to them.
That's it for me.
All right. Ooh, yeah. That is 3 solid hits. That is an 18, a 21, and a 20 for a total of. Oof. Ouch. 26 damage, which is more than enough to kill a kobold outright.
Ooh.
That takes us to Molly.
Okay, first thing I will do is Sacred Flame the one in front of me.
All right. That was more damage than I thought they would do. That is a 10. He fails, takes 4 radiant damage.
And then, I might step here. I'm not in your way, Julius, am I? And can I grab the body with my... Can I grab the body with my free action or no?
It's extremely dead.
Yeah.
Extremely dead.
We're not spare the
It was
dying
it was an instant kill.
Instant
Got
kill,
you.
no spare the dying, just
2 of those
dead.
kobolds got max damage, which is shocking.
It got Julius Caesar.
Yes.
Okay, and that's the end of my turn then.
All right. Maximilian.
A2 kobold.
Made that joke 10 minutes ago.
Did you?
Well, 5 minutes ago.
I don't remember you making that joke.
Should have bewared the Ides of July.
Yeah, true. All right.
So this one is really badly injured as it is burned by radiant fire. The other 2 appear uninjured.
Yeah. I'm gonna put him down. Like
you absolutely do.
And then I'm gonna step forward and just like
he sold us out.
You are murderers, and I end my turn.
All right. Shut up.
Okay, so I think I'm further back than what I was anticipating. Damn it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah.
You see
okay.
a very dead kobold. Looks like a wizard with a staff, and then 2 that are glaring up at Maximilian.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping a thunder wave, but that's not going to happen. I don't want to waste spells on just 2 kobolds. Yeah, I'm just going to go after that one right in front of Max with a crossbow. Boom.
7 does not hit, bounces off of Max's armor.
I hang my head in
Ow.
shame and step back. Is it for me?
Julius.
We should try to take one alive. They may have information. And then Julius is going to look at this one, dead in the eye, and say, "Why can't you hear a Tyrannosaurus clap?"
What language are you saying this in?
Draconic.
Ooh, nice. It just cocks its head at you, kind of turns it to the side.
So does
DC
Maximilian.
14.
$19. Nat
God
20
damn it.
minus 1.
Because there isn't a Tyrannosaurus here.
I don't get it. Do you get that? I don't get that.
I don't get it.
Do you think this is funny, Blue Man?
Also tonight.
I don't think anything is funny.
See, you didn't hear me before when I said all purple things are bad. I didn't finish. All purple things are bad comedians.
Any movement, any bonus action, Julius?
Not yet.
Seymour.
All right, which one looks more hurt?
Neither have been hurt.
All right, so I'll do the one straight ahead. This is probably the end of the dungeon, so let's move this hex one last time. And fire, and I'll do it as subdual damage.
You can't do that with a ranged spell attack.
Nope.
Oh, I thought they were changing that.
Ranged weapon attack, not magic.
Oh, I see. Okay, then never mind. I'll just blast him.
7 is precisely his hit points, so he gets bounced off of this pillar in the back and sort of ricochets off to the side and just falls to the ground.
And I will finish up by saying in Draconic, surrender.
Badme.
All right. I guess I will move forward. There's only one target left. Yeah, I will again send the fire and repeat the whole surrender bit in common.
All right.
And that kills him.
Did y'all like both just fling
Yep.
spells right after? Like, we should take one alive.
Yep. Well, in fairness, I thought, force damage. I should be able to knock someone out.
Actually, no, he has partial cover. 13 doesn't hit him. Your firebolt hits just to the side.
Grab him.
Top of the round, that takes us to Haboob.
I will try to go in for another shot. Same deal.
All right. 17 hits.
Oof.
9 damage, more than kills him.
I mean, yay!
Yeah, the arrow through its throat and just kind of slides down the side of this pillar. Dead on the ground, and with that, you are out of combat.
Sorry, Julius.
Would have gotten information about Jarala's intentions from them.
They didn't work for Jarala.
No, but they were more familiar with her than we are.
Yes. I'll lean down over Spurnick here and start going through.
Yeah, let's risk
All right.
a little more light. Oh.
You find he has 2 keys on him.
Yeah, he said that he needed the keys to get through the doors on the sides. Also, that the sides are filled with deadly traps.
And,
You find he has what appears to be a black and a green key fragment on him. He has a small pouch with 22 gold pieces in it. He has a pouch of what appears to be magical components. And he has a beautiful golden ring with a large red gem in it that feels warm to the touch.
And what's this big giant egg? Egg-shaped object.
Oh, Seymour, you look down into, stairs descend into this white chamber, and there is this knee-deep white mist clinging to every section of it. You cannot actually see the floor of it. It is just covered in white mist.
Yeah, do not go into any of the rooms. They said that beyond the rooms is where the artifact is held, but that each room contains deadly traps.
Well, I'm going to guess that one's gas.
So as you actually get into this room, you can see the walls are beautifully decorated with stunning, colorful mosaics depicting stylized dragons in a number of different activities. You see at the far end, there is a large door of hammered red metal. And 4 other openings exit with stairs spaced evenly around. It is littered with bones here. And you can see the door on the far side is embossed with the image of a rearing red dragon. And it wears an amulet with a central piece missing.
Well, that's a clue. And I'll point out that there's some kobold bodies over here.
Did she just send a bunch of kobolds to their deaths to trigger
Yes.
these traps?
I believe it is more likely that they died trying to get past the traps rather than just being sent to their deaths.
Patrick, the tables in this room, I see a bunch of dragon skulls.
Yes.
All right.
And
I'm
they are ancient, and you can tell from a variety of different dragons.
so knowing what I know about dragons. Would it be reasonable to assume that these are 4 skulls from 4 chromatic dragons?
What do you know about dragons?
I don't know. What should I roll?
Give me a nature check. You are not a
Sure.
dragon specialist.
Never
Well,
mind.
apparently you
48.
are. They are not all chromatic. Some of these you recognize as coming from gem dragons.
I will pass that on. And am I able to recognize, what would be associated with each one? Like what element, damage type?
No, not specifically. I mean, you recognize that, they are a variety of different ones. You would think it appears to be, the kind of standards. So you would, cold, electrical, could be a type of gas or radiant, but hard to tell because you can't tell the color of what these skulls are based on their shape necessarily. For the chromatic ones, you can see, I will say, this one you can tell is white and is cold. This one looks like a black dragon. These two are what appear to be gem dragons, and you're just not sure because you can't tell what color gem dragons they were.
See,
That
what I was
statue
hoping.
is sparking right there, right?
Yeah, I see a little bit of sparking down here, so I'm assuming electric of some description.
Yeah.
I was hoping we'd have to figure out what was missing, which chromatic dragon was missing, because there were 4, and I know Tiamat is 5.
Yeah. No, you have 2 of the 4 keys that appear to fit inside the amulet on the hammered red metal door. Spernick had the black and green fragments.
So that would be the chromatic fragments to the left.
You don't know.
Presumably.
Presumably.
Unless
Alright.
green is this one top right.
Well, there's a lot of
There is a greenish glow in it. So
I'm just looking around at my options here.
yeah, if you actually go down the stairs and peek into the rooms, you'll see more than just standing at the top of the stairs.
All right. I will
Wait,
do this
wait.
one.
So-
Maximilian.
So at the bottom of the stairs, you see this 20 by 20 foot room has a floor made from a single piece of beaten copper, Max.
Yes, okay.
Shiny blue and yellow tiles line the walls, and an altar of polished blue stone rests atop a small raised platform. Small bolts of electricity arc between something resting atop the altar and a number of copper studs in the wall.
Okay. So before I do anything dumb.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can just mage hand that.
Yeah, problem solved.
Everyone else stand back. I am able to divert some amount of electrical energy.
Yes.
Should I be struck?
Yeah, but that's just because you're so grounded.
Yes. Also, I am resistant to electricity, so I can potentially also be useful here.
I asked Max to, because I don't want him to also take damage,
All right. Well,
even if it's resisted.
let me get this thing out of here. Then there we go.
And I will attempt to mage hand the key.
And I will.
All right.
keep a
Your
hold of it.
mage hand reaches out, stretches across the room. As it touches the piece, it sparks running up your mage hand. I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage, please, Julius.
5.
You take 13 lightning damage,
I'm gonna
and
use my reaction.
the item on the altar does not move.
Okay.
So you take 10 lightning damage.
No, it's just resistance. That's the spell works weird. I gain resistance, and then as soon as that happens,
It's resistant
while
and you absorb. So
the absorb is something that the dice
You
roll
deal
is
damage on your next
yeah.
melee attack.
Yeah. All
As
right.
soon as
yeah,
I
so-
have that electrical resistance,
Yep. So you take 6 damage.
I'm gonna try and take a step in. Do I take damage when I step in?
You do not.
And then I go here.
You're going to take that 6 damage.
Yeah, sorry. All right, come on. Am I good still?
Yeah, so far.
Try and grab it.
As soon as you grab it, the electricity again arcs throughout this room.
I'm trying to do this in the 6 seconds that I still have like resistance. It'll last the whole turn, but we're not in initiative.
Oh, so
Like I'm just running to it to grab it.
there's no stepping and stopping. Then you run up and grab it, and as soon as you touch it, you take so resistance. You take 5 more electrical damage.
But it moves. I'm able to pick it up,
Yes,
and then I bolt out.
Yeah, and as you do so, as you carry it and hold it, the rest of you can see just little sort of bolts of electricity sort of running across Julius's head, and if he had any hair, you presume it would be standing on end.
okay, I will let him out of the room.
Yeah. Do I make it out?
Yeah.
That's 30 feet roughly.
I
Yep.
could have done that, Julius.
You are our main frontline fighter, Maximilian T. Justice.
Yes, and I'm here to basically take the. Never mind.
If he wanted to be a Tesla coil, he's allowed to.
Yes.
And I
right.
may point out that if we take the time,
We think
Index is immune to poison, and one of these rooms is probably going to be. Oh wait, we already have the poison one, don't we?
presumably.
Yes. I don't see a key in this one.
Nope. Looks like the key has been taken off of that altar. You see there are a couple of dead kobolds strewn around the floor. Their bodies are contorted as if they died in agony.
Yes, that's why I'm not walking into that room. But from this angle, I can see that there's a key in that one.
There's a key over here.
All right.
Yep.
So everybody, before we do anything else, let's try to figure out this room.
Let me inspire you for 10 minutes.
Hang on. Before we do anything else, we don't have time to take a short rest because that slime is reforming.
Yes. Let's figure out this room. This is a puzzle room. We must be able to figure out how to get through this room without anything terrible happening to us. There must be a secret.
Send the rogue to look for traps.
This is why I am talking like this in oblique terms.
Boob, you are doing your
Bill,
job
get in there.
correct.
No, I'm fine here.
I am
Okay.
going to stand behind Haboob and just like push and go over there.
I'm not that expendable.
Chirp will go.
Somebody check for traps.
Okay, fine. I'll go. Fine. This tabaxi will go.
You check one room, I'll check another.
Okay.
This is the last room you have.
I'll assist.
So so Chirrup, he sends Haboob off to another room, I guess.
Okay.
You see almost nothing with the mist hanging over the floor into every sort of nook and cranny of this 20 by 20 foot chamber. You can
Well,
see
I
the
tried.
walls are the gray stone, but decorated with a pattern of glossy white and blue tiles. You can just see the top of a set of stairs leading to a raised dais upon which an altar carved from what appears to be a single piece of white stone veined with gray sits. And the mist seems to be flowing from something, resting on or around the altar.
Okay, yeah, Chirp is going to peer in. turn around, shrug, and then push a boob forward.
Guidance,
Sorry, I
Abu.
tried.
Guidance. You'll need it.
Oh boy. Okay, let's do this. Oh, this is fun. My character sheet is an opening. Can
Refresh.
give me 2 seconds. Okay, here we go. All right. So, rolling.
Well, are you stepping into the room, or are you staying on the stairs currently? Where are you looking? What are you trying to do
Okay.
before you give me a roll?
Okay. So what do I see directly in front of me right now? Directly in front of me, like on the ground. What do I see?
You see on the ground. I've said there is a knee-deep white mist that completely covers the floor.
Okay. So so I'm gonna be doing my thing. Rolling to check for traps underneath this mist
All right. Give me an investigation check with disadvantage.
with disadvantage. I think that's the lowest I can go.
Yeah, you check the few feet in front of you. You find nothing. The floor is cold and sort of slick underneath your feet as you move through, but you find no traps as you enter the space.
Okay. Another question: how high is the ceiling? I'm doing my thing.
20 by 20.
Okay, I will be climbing over the wall, and like this from this point
Remember.
onwards, and then
Grabbing the key automatically gets you the damage.
yeah. But how hurt am I going to be from grabbing the key?
Probably
We'll find out.
Probably significantly.
Significant. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm quicker to get out before I'm fully out. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna continue on, climb up the wall onto the ceiling.
All right.
Does anything go off? Anything happen?
No, you start making your way across the wall. It is very slick, and you actually find as you get a few feet into it, even with your claws, you just scrape and slide down until you are touching the floor.
Oh, can't even get my claws in. Okay.
Nope. It's like everything here is carved out of ice.
I have to stay on the ground over here. Okay,
But you take no damage.
I take no damage
That-
yet.
Wait a moment. That ring.
I mean, I see the ring over here.
The
Oh.
ring that was on. What's her name? His name.
Spurnick.
Bernick.
Burning.
That glows warm.
No, the gem was warm.
Gem was warm.
But the gem was in his ring.
Yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
Would it be reasonable to assume that this is perhaps something that makes you warm?
It could.
So, are we going to use that? Do we even have that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Or
What
it
this
would probably be
ring-
something that would require attunement, though, wouldn't it?
Hmm.
and that would require an hour.
We don't
We
have
don't
it.
wanna have an hour, yeah.
Okay, let's rush this. Let's rush through this. I'm gonna try and make my way to its key along the wall. I mean, this side of the wall is blocked in terms of vision.
All of them are. The entire floor up to your knees is covered in this white mist.
Is the mist? Does it feel cold? Do I feel it?
It does. It absolutely feels cold.
Oh, you think? Okay.
Do you have
It
a
is
bowl?
bone-chillingly cold.
Got a bowl? Quarterstaff?
You
Pokey
got
stick.
cut off there. Say that again.
Do you got a pole, a quarterstaff, a pokey stick?
I have a rope. I could turn that into a lasso.
We established with the last one you cannot simply grab them from a distance.
There must be some way of disabling it, though.
I will pass Haboob my quarterstaff just in case.
Quick question here. When you first touched it, you received the shock? Yes?
I did not feel anything.
You weren't the one who received the shock, so why would I be asking you?
I'd have received them when I touched it with my mage hand, and I received them when I touched it myself. But that does not mean that this is how the next room works.
Mm-hmm.
I think the wisest course of action is to attach a rope to Haboob,
Here we go.
drag him out,
Oh, you
and
got
just let him go for it.
Does
So we're
anyone
on-
have a candle?
We have an ever-burning torch.
No, needs to be a candle. We could
Are you
put it on the
using
end of
thaumaturgy?
We could put it on the end of the 10-foot pole and just light the candle till it's a little bit melty. Poke it. It'll cool. We can pull the key back. Maybe.
Okay.
Gonna go with no.
No. Okay,
Probably
because
not.
that seems a little bit more too much work. I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm going in. I tell to Julius, I'm gonna rush in, pick up the key, come back. Worst case scenario, I'm 6 feet under. That's about it.
We have
I'll
the
heal you,
rope
it's
around
fine.
We can't heal in this room. The
I know,
rope around.
but we got the rope, and we just throw his body in the other room. Done.
Exactly. I mean, give me the rope. I take the rope. If nobody's giving me a rope, I'm using my own rope. I tie it around me.
I will hold the
We'll
rope.
give you rope. Yeah, we'll give you rope.
I toss. I use my rope. No worries. I use my rope around me. I tie it around my waist. I throw it to Max, and on the count of 3, I'm going to rush in, pick up the key, and let's see what happens from there. All right.
You may want to give him room in case he's coming out and needs the
Bardic
space.
inspiration.
Yeah.
I'm going to need that guidance and bardic inspiration. Okay, on the count of 3, I'm going to do this. On the 1, 2, 3. I rush in towards the altar where the key.
All right. Yeah. And as you hit the bottom step, you feel the telltale click. And there's just, you can't see it because it's under the mist, but you hear a whooshing sound. Give me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage, please.
Ooh, this is fun. Oh, jeez. Can I use an inspiration to re-roll that?
You were given bardic inspiration.
Yep.
I thought it was critical fail, even if I got critical fail.
Nope.
I would have given you a guidance.
You already
I've done
did.
with saves.
So, how much is bardic inspiration? D6, D8,
Yep. D6.
D6,
I think it's a D8 next level.
11.
That is an 11. That is still a failure, unfortunately.
Can I use guidance?
Guidance does not help on saving throws.
Oh wait,
You
it doesn't.
take 12 slashing damage as you feel a blade swing out and cut you underneath.
Okay.
But you wrap your paws around a freezing cold key on it and are able to retrieve it and exit the room.
Whoosh.
Okay,
And-
Haboob, come out. Come here. I'll just hold up, and I lift up Haboob because obviously his leg has been his hind paw has been has been injured severely, and I'll carry him out of the room and then give him 9 lay on hands.
All right. Thank you.
No effect.
Oh,
Even out of the room,
Oh, out of the room. Yeah, out of the room.
I will carry
Yeah.
him out of the room and give him 9 lay on hands.
All right. Yep. that works.
Out of the big room, out of this room.
As Whitney Houston plays in
Yep.
the background.
Absolutely. I will put your-
There's somewhere we belong.
No,
No, wrong.
No.
Shit.
wrong song. In the
Yeah,
Bodyguard,
the
it's
great
I Will
Dolly
Always
Parton
Love You.
song.
Yes, it was.
And
Although that wasn't the version they were thinking of when it was pitched to them.
All right. So with that, you are healed, brought back into this room. I will also say on Spurnick, you find a couple of ancient-looking tomes that clearly were stolen from the library in Brindle.
Sweet.
I hold
We
up the
should return
key.
these.
I hold up the key. I'm shivering. And here you go. And whoever wants a key.
Yeah. So sorry. Before we go ahead and unlock this pillar and go kill Gerala.
Oh, it's a hammered red door here.
Okay. Oh, sorry. The pillar. I thought the pillar had the locks.
Nope.
Okay.
This hammered red metal door with the portrait of a massive rearing ruby red dragon.
Cool. So what all did we find on Spurnick? Sorry, I know we found a golden ring. We found some keys. We found these 2 books.
22 gold, the 2 keys, the ring that has the red gemstone in it that is warm to the touch. It's a golden ring with the 2 the gemstone is held and it looks almost like the metal sort of curves around on either side. I'm not sure what that setting is called, but it could almost look like 2 dragon heads circled around underneath this gemstone. And then you found a couple of ancient-looking tomes that belonged to the library in Brindle.
Yes, excellent. All right. So this missing amulet piece on the pillar.
Nope.
No.
On the
the
hammered red metal door, the red dragon is wearing an amulet that has the 4 pieces that all fit in.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so before we go into the room, would we like to step out of this room and use whatever healing spells we have to top ourselves up?
I would.
Potions, etc.
I step in here and I use one of my healing potions. Back into the previous room.
It works.
Yeah, same.
Awesome.
What about
I cast my once daily Armor of Agathist.
All right, so I am at 25, and before we pop into the door, I am going to drink from that potion of Bad Maze.
Hey, use it or lose it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So let me just adjust that to 19. And we are absolutely going to have to fix my armor because holy shit.
I
That
agree.
is terrifying. Rust monsters and armor and weapon destroying oozes and stuff. Those are terrifying weapons in Dungeons and Dragons. Okay. Are we ready? Are we finally ready?
We are.
Hope so.
Unless we're taking a short rest, let's go.
Everybody go to the bathroom?
Yes.
All right. I click in the keys.
The key clicks into place. There's a grating roar of mechanical action that fills the air around you. The door slides down into the floor, revealing the room beyond. You see brilliant red and orange tiles covering the walls that gleam with your reflected lights. It seems to emanate from something that floats sort of lazily in the air. Above a red stone altar at the far wall, the object is quite large, the size almost of a large shield. Looks to be made of polished ruby that have been inscribed with runes. Massive. You see there are a couple of skeletons laid out here in this final chamber as well. And again, a pair of what appear to be ceremonial daggers atop the far altar.
Okay, but no Jarala.
There is nobody. They did not enter this room.
Okay.
You chased Spurnik here, who, you know,
Yep.
I
was
cast
using
my ritual.
Jarala to try and find their way back to here.
Yeah. So Jarala has never been to this place as far as we know, unless Jarala's
Correct.
behind us. All right. So we might have gotten ahead of Jarala then.
So
on
we
this
should
one.
get this and go fast.
Yes, but what is going to happen the second I walk into this fucking room?
Before you even step in, you just hear a cold, distant voice.
Oh, god damn it.
Turn from your path, mortals, lest ye forfeit your lives.
Of course.
That's coming from behind
Oh.
us, isn't it?
It is coming from inside the room.
Another jelly thing.
You have stepped into the halls that are guarded. The halls of Zymor. Step away. This is not meant to leave this place. Maximilian and Seymour and Julius, roll me history checks, please.
Ooh.
11's not bad for me.
18?
12.
All right.
Alright, I will pass that along, that Zymor is an ancient name for Bahamut.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. So this is here's where I'm going to be a little conflicted because it's not exactly like I'm a follower of Bahamut, but also Torm is an ally of Bahamut, I believe.
There's definitely respect there.
I can't remember. There was like a trio of gods in the Forgotten Realms, and Bahamut might have been one of them at one point.
I think
Something-
Bahamut's above that
Yeah, okay.
in terms of like power level.
I could never get that straight, honestly.
Yeah. Okay, so this artifact.
Helm and like someone else, right?
Yeah. So this artifact is stored here. It is safe here. If Jarala gets here, it's not going to be safe.
We can hide it again.
I'm gonna speak out loud to the voice in Draconic. We believe someone else may be on their way to try and take this. Someone with ill intentions. Though not all of our group is necessarily good, we will not abuse whatever this artifact is, and will return it when we are done.
This artifact cannot leave. This artifact must remain here. Do
What?
not make me kill you. If you die here, there is no rebirth.
What
Okay.
happens if someone else comes to attempt to remove it? Say, Jarala.
Ah, what did I just do?
You turned off the grid.
You did terrible things.
Did you turn off? Ah! You moved the map to the token layer, I think.
I did. Yeah. A spectral dragonborn appears in front of the gem and just sort of floats forward a few feet and says, I have been cursed with undeath by my gods to protect this. I do not wish to bring this curse upon anyone else, but I will if I must.
And Max is going to not step into the room because I think he would sort of be triggered by that. Let me just swap these two things around here. But he's going to stand there and say, as a dragonborn of the gods as one dragonborn of the gods to another, I understand this duty of yours. But there are those who control both dragons and undeath, and they may come for this place.
Will.
In fact, they will come for this place, and they may be able to undo both you and whatever protections this gem has. This gem needs to not be here. Whether that's with us or whether that's some other way, this gem needs to never be found by them.
They have obtained guidance on how to do something terrible involving Tiamat.
We
And
believe they're attempting to release Tiamat.
Tiamat
Like
perhaps
from hell.
deserves to be released. Bahamut and Tiamat work together. They created the material plane. They created Sardior, the firstborn of the dragon kind. What you see before you is all that remains of Sardior after they were shattered along with the first world. This is the ruby heart of Sardior. It must remain here.
Why though?
Its echo flows through the other realms. It is not safe for it to be out in the world.
Well, this must never fall into Jarala's hands. And if it cannot leave, then I don't think I can leave.
I mean, it should never leave, right? Ever, never, ever, ever.
What happens if it does? I mean,
Can we just collapse the every door on the way out?
will it collapse this material plane if it leaves? Like, you said it's connected to the multiverse?
Dragons have echoes across the multiverse. This heart stands not only in this realm, but in other realms.
So it would potentially damage other realms were it to be removed. Is this what you are saying?
Indeed, it may also alert the dragons from the other realms of this place and show them a way through, which would lead to untold destruction.
This is all bad. Everything is bad. We should never have entered this place.
We had no choice.
Okay.
So what's going on?
The end of all things.
I am the Scalebinder. I have been tasked with protecting this by Zymor himself.
Is there
Believe
some
me when I
way?
say it will not leave this place.
Okay, is there some way we could help to augment that before we continue along on our quests?
We could take the keys with us, close the door.
Destroy any and all mention of this place. It should have been long forgotten. How did you even find your way here?
Pool.
The pool.
Jarala and her cohort located a pool of radiance.
Not Jarala and her cohort.
No,
Just
Oh.
Spurnick.
the
Spurnick.
Spurnick. So as far as we know, Jarala doesn't know anything about this place.
So we take the keys.
See, I thought Spurnick took her identity here.
Spurnick.
Spurnick has always been Jarala, as far as we know.
No, because Jarala's a like a copper golden dragonborn, and he was not in that guise.
Mm.
Had you questioned the others, you've gotten a little more information. But
I never had the
as
chance.
I know, as he said, he was not doing this for her. He was using her to do this for himself.
Okay, so as far as we know, Jarala has no idea where this place is. Jarala's never seen the pool. Jarala doesn't have the books, which we have. We have every single piece of this place's location.
You know, Regiarix had access to some of it, but not all of it.
And now that wizard knows. And everyone we've told.
Yes, but we generally trust the people we've told.
Yes. Okay. I will motion for the 2 books that we have.
I will pull them out. I was
All right.
intending to return these to the library.
Yes. Seymour, can you help me do a little creative editing here real quick? And I start flipping through the books looking for mention of where this place is.
I think Julius is the one you want to help you as well.
Julius, can you tell me where the
Do I see any mention of here or the Pool of Radiance in the books?
Well, I mean, the simplest way is just tear out that page.
Yeah, these books mention the Pool of Radiance, and then you have the notes from Oakentree that assisted with some of this as well. So it was a real collection of things they had to
pull together. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I would suggest that if you are going to pull out pages, you don't pull them out. You very carefully separate them from the book to make it look like they never existed at all.
Okay, we can do. Yes. Okay, we can do that. Let's just remember this page, and
yeah, we'll note the pages because we might want to talk to the library about talk to the head of the library about it.
Yes. Let's see here. We got Oakentoe's notes here. Those can go into a fire. What else? That's it, really. Just we got to make sure that wizard doesn't remember how to get back here, and then that's it.
If that wizard can cast Modify Memory, perhaps they could do it to themselves.
Oh yes, no, that works too. All right, and I turn to I turn to the champion of Zymor here of Bahamut, and I say, "What is your name, champion?"
I am the Scalebinder.
Scalebinder. The 2, 4, 6, the 7 of us will be the only ones who will ever see your face. This information will be destroyed, and we will never return.
Understood. Go in peace, brother.
I will nod my head. And
we
then
will take the keys with us.
Lean back, yank the keys out.
Can we destroy the keys?
Does the door close when I yank the keys out?
Well, the door has sunk into the floor.
Oh.
Is there a way to close the door, Scalebinder?
Yeah, we actually kind of need your help on that one.
And he will nod, and the door slides up and closes in front of you.
Oh,
the keys are no longer there.
Oh,
are they back where they were?
Yep.
Yeah, the room. Whatever. Let them deal with the traps. Okay, so that's a little anticlimactic.
Well, that's one lead completely gone.
Yes,
And we are nowhere nearer to Jarala.
but we do know that there's an army of some sort coming. Jarala is possibly part of this army. Maybe we'll find her there.
And with that, you exit the Temple to the Dragons, meet up with the wizard who is happily relaxing in his tiny hut. Makes you wait a few minutes, does not ever invite you in, but then teleports you back to Denevar, where you get back in your coaches after having meetings with anyone you wanted to meet there, but you go have time in Brindle, and that is where we will pick up, as you will have a little bit of downtime in Brindle so you can decide your next steps.
All right. You've got you've got portable publishing equipment in your wagon, right? Right, Seymour?
Yeah, I've got some stuff.
Excellent.
And
We can modify the look there.
back in Brindle, yeah, you guys can do that on the way. Chirrup and Haboob, you are contacted by your guild to say they have started scouting out for the job they have requested you to do. Molly, you are approached by the head of your church who, as you are now learning, you're a little bit of a minor celebrity, as Seymour has been publishing your adventures, serializing them as they go. He is hoping that you would give a talk for people to come here.
Absolutely.
As there's going to be a couple of other leaders of the church that will be doing the same. Julius, you are able to do the research that you requested at the library. Bringing those books as gifts will certainly aid in that. Dr. Badmay, you are able to locate a weaponsmith named Oddhild Burrowfound. Maximilian T. Justice, you meet with the Lions of Brindle. You are able to get your armor repaired.
Thank God.
And they are excited to see you because they say they have news of Prosser. They have found the Dragon Barrow. But the leaders of Prosser are not willing at this point to let just anyone dig. And they need you to go speak to them if possible.
Well, that's where that's one of the places. I believe Douth was the next one. Douth or Prosser.
Yeah, and they found it in Prosser.
All right.
They believe.
Prosser, then.
But yeah, Prosser's a strange, strange town. Very peaceful and quiet. Good luck. And Seymour, you can print your stories. You can also spend time, as you wanted to go a little carousing and make some more contacts. That can be done as well.
And
so that is what we...
a little bit of time, and we're going to make a sandwich board for the pig with something like buy the paper on the side of it.
The pig has been sold. Haboob gave permission for the pig to be sold. Haboob, you made
Turkey.
5 gold from
Carl?
the sale of your pig.
Carl?
Is that how much of a loss is that?
That's 3 gold lost,
3 gold
plus
lost.
all the food, so it's a little bit of a loss.
Seymour will look very frustrated and then just put the sandwich board over Haboob's head and yell, "March!"
See, this is why capitalism doesn't work.
Oh,
I
man,
hope you
took
learned a very valuable lesson, Haboob.
You took a
Yes,
bath
I
on
should.
that.
I
Haboob.
should do this more often.
But yeah, this is what we will pick up with next week.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.
Good night.